It was close to midnight when the rain began, hammering against the windshield like impatient fingers begging to be let inside. I was on the old mountain road, a narrow strip of cracked asphalt leading to a place most people had forgotten and the rest feared to remember. Black Ridge Asylum. Abandoned for nearly 40 years. Tonight, I was supposed to investigate it alone. I clicked on the recorder in my pocket. Field log, entry 1. This is Benjamin Carter, entering Black Ridge for the documentary. If anything happens to me. I paused. The wind screamed outside. A sense of heaviness filled the air. Just know I walked in by choice. I pushed the rusted gate. It groaned like something awakened from sleep. The smell of damp stone, rust, and old death drifted out. Inside, the courtyard was littered with fallen branches and broken glass. The building rose in front of me like a giant in the dark, tall, crooked, and hungry. A sign hung by one name. Black Ridge State Asylum. Closed permanently, 1984. Lightning flashed. For a moment, I saw someone standing in the third floor window. Then the darkness swallowed the figure. I swallowed hard but moved on. The lobby. The front doors were chained shut, wrapped in rusted metal that looked centuries old. But as I reached them, the chains loosened. The padlock snapped open, and the doors drifted apart with a long, aching creak. I hadn't touched anything. I stepped back. But a cold wind pushed me forward. The recorder in my pocket picked up the sound, a faint voice, barely audible. Come in. My heart pounded. But I walked inside. The lobby smelled of mildew and old paper. Chairs were overturned. Paint peeled from the walls like dead skin. A broken wheelchair lay on its side. Then I noticed the floor. Footprints. Bare feet. Wet. Leading deeper into the asylum. But the rain hadn't been inside. I followed them. Each step echoed too loudly, like the building was listening. The nurses' station. I reached the old reception area. Papers lay scattered everywhere, medical reports, patient logs, photographs. One photo caught my eye. A little girl. 8 years old, maybe. Eyes wide with terror. Her name, Anna Royce. Patient 143. A note was scribbled on her file. Do not let her speak after midnight. I frowned. Why? What could a child possibly say that required such a warning? Before I could think further, a loud slam echoed behind me. I spun around. The wheelchair that had been lying on the floor was now standing upright, facing me. The hallway beyond the station was long, dark, and lined with doors. Most were cracked open just enough to suggest someone or something had gone inside. A cold breath brushed my neck. I forced myself not to run. The first door on the left read, Ward C, High-Risk Patients. I pushed it open. My flashlight flickered violently, then steadied. Inside were old beds, all with straps still attached. Some straps were torn apart, as if something had ripped free with unnatural strength. My light scanned across the room. And then I froze. A figure sat at the far corner. Back turned to me. Head down. Long black hair dripped over her shoulders, wet even though I was inside. A child. She matched the photograph. Anna Royce. I swallowed. Hello, I whispered. Her head jerked. Not slowly, but in a sharp, unnatural snap. She didn't look at me. Instead, she stared at the wall. Then, in a voice not belonging to an 8-year-old, "You shouldn't have come tonight." My skin turned cold. I stepped back, but she continued. "They wake at midnight." I tried to speak, but no sound came out. She slowly rose to her feet, joints cracking, head still tilted unnaturally. Then she turned. Her eyes were entire black. Not pupils. Not irises. Just endless darkness. She lifted her hand and pointed behind me. I spun around. The shadow. A tall, thin shadow stood in the doorway. Human-shaped but wrong. Its spine bent too far forward. Its neck stretched like melted wax. Its legs were crooked, like they had been broken many times. It didn't walk toward me. It slid. Silent. Smooth. Fast. I stumbled back, but Anna suddenly hissed a deep, monstrous sound that rattled the window glass. The shadow stopped, then vanished into the floor as though melting. Anna whispered, "They can't touch you while I'm awake." She looked up toward the ceiling. "But I'm getting sleepy." Her eyes rolled back. Her knees buckled. And she collapsed. The lights in the room flickered violently. Once. Twice. Then everything went black.